I hear common problems that lead to the improv solo of students sounding extremely flat. Now, here are the top 4 issues that happens with your improvisation when it starts to sound flat. Number 1, overplaying. So if I go ahead and put this on, this is essentially what students sound like when they're overplaying. So just a small demonstration there. Number 2, what I hear is playing in one register, and here's what that sounds like. And you get the picture there. Number 3 is going to be just a random bunch of notes, just like random notes. This kind of relates to number 1, but here's what that's going to sound like. So on and so forth, just a bunch of different notes. You really don't get any structure in there. And then finally, sounding like scales. And a lot of what I've done already is actually sounding like scales, but this can be taken to the extreme, and I hear students do this a lot, and this is what that sounds like. So on and so forth. So again, what I'm going to show you today is actually how to fix these most common problems with really, really easy solutions that will kind of just instantly solve this if you do find yourself doing this and really carry you over into the next level of your improvisation.
My name is Brendan Lowe, creator and founder of Jazz Piano School. If you're enjoying this content, we release new lesson videos just like this one every single week. So don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button down below. Also, be sure to check out jazzpianoschool.com for all the other free education we have available. And I just opened enrollment for my new live teaching program that starts this fall, September 2nd, 2025. You can go to jazzpianoschool.com/live program discount to check that out. With that being said, let's dive back in.
All right, so the overplaying issue, this happens a lot. A lot of times it's because of nerves, but how do we fix this? It's really, really simple. Space. Just add space into your playing. And here's a great exercise for you where I'm going to add space every 2 bars. I'm actually going to purposefully add space every 2 bars. So after the first 2 bars there, I'm just not going to play. I'm going to finish my phrase and then not play. Here's what it sounds like. 3, 4, space 2. I'll do it again. 2, 3, 4, space 2, and again. 2, 3, 4, space 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, space 2, 3, 4. So just purposefully adding space is really, really important. I highly encourage you to mess around with the number of bars that you leave. So I was just doing 2 bars there. Let's try it out with 4 bars. So I'm going to play for 4 bars, and then I'm actually going to leave 4 bars of space. This is going to give you time to think and digest what you just played. Maybe you want to change something, but fantastic exercise for growth. Here's what that sounds like. 3, 4, 4 space. I'm listening, I'm feeling the groove, kind of like thinking about what I just played. Space 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, space 2, 3. Utilizing 4 bars of space really allows me to collect my thoughts, breathe, take time, settle my nerves. It's an absolutely fantastic way to really help just get over the anxiety of feeling like you have to play all the time. Highly recommend you do this. And then also try 1 bar at a time. That's a great exercise as well. Let's move on to number 2. Number 2, I hear this so many times, playing in 1 register. Now, when I played up here in the high register, I'm sure you got bored really fast. I know I did, okay? Now, a fantastic exercise to just really get over this is try to play over 3 octaves. Try to purposefully always play over at least 3 octaves, and this will break you out of this habit so fast. Check it out. I'm going to start down here. I'm still going up. I'm still going up. Maybe I'm coming down. Coming down. Going up. I finish down maybe here. I jump up. Right? Go over 4 octaves. It doesn't matter. Play over the entire piano. You should. I mean, you have all of the notes laid out there for you. There's no reason, absolutely no reason to stay in your improv solo in 1 register, right? That's going to really be like watching paint dry. It's really the fastest way to kind of flatten out your solo and really just get rid of all depth and, you know, just interesting stuff in your solo. So that's number 2. Try that exercise, see how you do with that. Number 3, just playing a bunch of notes, letting your hand kind of do what I call the Addams Family thing, where it's just kind of, it's just going. You're not really thinking about any sort of development, any ideas. So what you want to do here to fix this is think about motifs, and more specifically, repetitive patterns, small repetitive ideas. This is going to transform and develop your solo overnight. I promise you, just repeat ideas. It's literally that simple. Check it out. So if I just think about taking an idea, whether it's rhythmic or melodic, and repeating it, it's going to sound good. It literally cannot not sound good. Okay, here we go. Just repeating. Now I'll take a new idea. I'm just arpeggiating. Again, da 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 da. I'm just playing random notes, but the same rhythm. This is a rhythmic motif. Da 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 dee dee dee. Maybe I'll change it here. So on and so forth. All I'm doing is repeating ideas. And now once I get to about 8 bars, maybe 16, you can even go for a full chorus. Experiment with the amount of time you're utilizing repetitions. This automatically sounds good. This automatically is the path. It's like the secret sauce to creating development and beautiful arc within your solo. Now you can expand upon this. Obviously, once you've kind of, done your repetition thing, you can add in more notes, more textures, but this is how you start. This will instantly make your solo sound better. It's really the easiest thing you could ever do. And as a little bonus, like a lot of students, like I said in number 4, They say their improv sound like scales, and a lot of times students practice scales. We just play up and down scales, whatever scales you're using here. I was using a bunch of different scales. If you're using different types of Lydian or altered over the G, you could just be using mixed Lydian here. I was using a bunch of different scales, so don't pay attention to the notes. But what I want you to really understand is that you have to utilize a combination of what I was just teaching you, right, with the motifs and repetitions kind of involved in, combined with scales. So to really make bebop especially, if you want to play bebop, you need a combination of steps and skips. If you have too many steps, which are scales, it's going to sound like scales. If you have too many wow, I can't even say the word. If you have too many skips, it's going to sound all disjointed, okay? So I'm going to call out what I'm doing here so you can actually hear this. Okay, there's one component I didn't tell you, but I'm going to tell you that in a second. Here's all scales. This is all steps. Right? So you can clearly hear that I'm not making any skips. Every note I play is connected by a half step or whole step, up or down. Those are all steps. That's going to sound like scales. So to balance this out in your improv that you hear constantly done by the pros all the time, naturally, they're always doing a combination of steps, what I was just doing, plus skips. So we need skips, and there's certain skip patterns you can add in. Arpeggiations of the chord and your rootless voicings or root position voicings. For your dominant chord, again, root position, 3, 5, 7, 9 if you want. And for your majors, same thing. Your minors actually have a lot. So when we get to like the F minor 7, for example, you have your F minor 7, 3, 5, 7, 9, 5, 7, 9, 11, 7, 9, 11, 13. We have more skip patterns for those minor chords. But here's what it sounds like with all skips, okay? This is all skips. So it doesn't take a genius to hear that this is pretty broken and segmented, right? Even a person who really doesn't have much musical, doesn't listen to music much, or even is involved in music would be like, oh, something sounds a little off here, right? It's because of the balance. So when we balance skips with steps, we start to get and shape beautiful, professional improv that you hear on the album. There's one more component I'm going to tell you about in just a second, but here's what this sounds like. Skips, steps, skips, steps, skips, skips, excuse me, skips, steps, skips, steps, skips, skips, steps, skips, right? So, sorry, it's really hard to play and call them out at the same time, but you could hear the difference. Go back and watch it. I was combining steps and skips almost every single bar. I'd have a skip pattern, then a step pattern, a skip pattern, and a step pattern, right? You have to have this balance. I did throw in the last component, what I'm going to tell you here for really, really solid professional sounding bebop improv, and that's your bebop approaches, your bebop enclosures, obviously. Once you get this balance between skips and steps, when you add in your bebop approach notes, here's what it sounds like. You get that full, true professional bebop sound. And I started to kind of get more advanced. I was trying to keep it really simple in the beginning. And then as I started to drift into the second chorus, I did add in some more different types of rhythms, some more bebop approach notes, things like that. But clearly, you're hearing a balance between skips and steps now with the added addition of bebop approaches. So you really need all three of those things to really let your improv shine. And again, at that point, it's still very easy for students to continue to overplay, to continue to play a bunch of random bebop patterns, right? And also stay in one register. So just the pure fact of just adding those three components in, yes, you're going to be sounding like bebop, but you need to make music out of it, right? You need to do everything else I talked about it. Here's what a combination of all of that sounds like. Repetition here, right? Different repeating patterns. Space. Right? Repetition, right? Register. Again, there's a bunch more things I'm not really adding in. I'm not doing any of my left hand just yet, any sorts of slides or textures, but just focusing on those four elements that really flatten out solos so quickly. I promise you, your solos are going to have more depth, more intrigue, more mystery, more arc, more development. And again, you're going to sound like a professional really, really fast just by focusing on those four simple components. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll talk to you soon.
Again, I hope you guys all enjoyed that free lesson video. I release new free lesson videos just like that. And if you're looking for the audio version, there is a podcast on all the streaming platforms. If you haven't gone to jazzpianoschool.com, definitely do so, because there's hundreds, thousands of pieces of educational information that can help you achieve your jazz piano dream. And I highly recommend you go to jazzpianoschool.com/roadmap to check out my free ebook on the system I use to teach thousands and thousands of jazz piano students how to successfully play jazz piano like they've always wanted. And again, my live teaching programs are now open for enrollment. You can go to jazzpianoschool.com/live program discount to check that out. That's really for the students that want some live interaction with myself, with my team, with teachers, live feedback. And those are going to close September 2nd, Tuesday, 2025, when the program does start. There's two different tiers. You can sign up for 3 months or 9 months, whatever you want. If you have any questions, please write into support@jazzpianoschool.com. We're always available to help you out and answer any questions you have. But again, whatever video is coming up next, I highly encourage you to continue to watch on the channel. Again, like and subscribe this, because I do release videos every single week so you can stay in the loop. All right, with that being said, hope you have a great day and happy practicing.